Hey, good morning.
Happy Monday. Welcome to EXTOL Unfiltered, Caffeinated by NWSB. I'm Angie Fenton.
And I'm Ben Piney, and I'm loving this Monday because we get to share a lot of good news.
We do get to share a lot of good news, but can we start with this? So, got the alert from Alexa. I mean, there was a little moment when I thought maybe we might have school delayed with
right, with the dense fog, yeah.
But then it kind of dissipated.
It has lifted a little bit, but yeah, dense fog advisory until I think around 11 o'clock this morning. Right now, it looks like the fog is lifted to just a deck of stratus clouds out there. That's that thin little layer of clouds.
Okay.
And we might see these clouds break apart and see a little sunshine before a good chance of rain heading our way tonight and into tomorrow. So an unsettled start to our Thanksgiving week, and then a cold Thanksgiving, just to tease that.
We'll talk about that in just a second, and definitely want to hear that forecast. But what is up with this fog?
Yeah, we just have this moisture trapped under this, what it's called a lid. It's basically just a trapped layer of moisture. There's no wind. We've got the moisture in the ground. We just have foggy ingredients out there. And once the wind picks up, it mixes it. Yeah.
We had our friends at AML, we had a meeting there last week, and Chris Blakeman, who co-owns it with our brother Bobby Libbs. I mean, Jason and I went up there through EXTOL, media production, marketing, etc. And we asked her, how in the world do you do this all the time? And she said, you just get used to it.
Yeah, it was foggy at different times this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were driving up to our little camping cabin I think Friday night. And I mean, we couldn't see like 10 feet in front of us. It was pretty crazy.
That is not my favorite, but I don't mind the warm temperatures. That's a good thing, Ben. So forecast for this week, let's see.
Yeah, still fairly mild. I mean, when you think about it, our normal high is 54 this time of the year, so we're going to be right at that or a little bit above that for today. And that chance of rain today, while we might see an afternoon sprinkle, is going to come more towards this evening and tonight. And I think the heaviest rain is going to be around this time or a little earlier tomorrow morning. So early Tuesday morning, that's when we'll have some of the heaviest downpours. No severe weather with this, but we could pick up around a half inch to an inch of rainfall by late tomorrow. And after tomorrow morning's kind of heavy rain, we're looking at just some spotty, off and on light rain for the rest of Tuesday, high of 63 degrees there. And then upper 40s, low 50s, and windy for Wednesday. There might be a sprinkle early as this front moves through around sunrise Wednesday, but most of your Wednesday will be dry, windy, and chillier. Trying to get in my son and I's last championship 18 holes Wednesday, but we're going to have to bundle up for that if that happens. And then happy Thanksgiving Thursday. We're looking at the upper 30s, low 40s. Could still be a little bit breezy. And we'll see our coldest temperatures Thursday, Friday nights down to the 20s. So I don't know if there's still crazy people that do the Black Friday shopping or not early in the morning, but they're going to have to bundle up. I've never done that in my life. I'm not waking up.
We've got an alternative for Black Friday, at least for 2nd to 8th graders, coming up here in just a second. But I have to ask you this before we introduce our amazing guest. When it comes to, and I've seen that there are some, especially local news stations and things, and meteorologists in the region who are hosting streams predicting winter.
The winter.
How do you feel about that?
I call it the silly season because you really can't forecast 3 months out. Now, there are some signals that you look at, like a weak La Nina. So what I would do in the past is I would pull up, since the records have been recorded since the 1800s, I would look at every year that was a weak La Nina and kind of compare and contrast. That's called an analog. Then you look at what's happening, like you've got warmer North Pacific temperatures, which can create a ridge out west and then a trough east. What that means, we might get more clipper systems. The Climate Prediction Center, we look at them and what they're thinking as well. So they're like probably looking at near normal temperatures, which means if you get some cold spells, we're also looking at above average precipitation chances.
Okay.
And so instead of looking back at all that and doing that, guess what I did? ChatGPT. It can do it all now. So it analyzed the Climate Prediction Center, other forecasts, NOAA's forecast. It looked at the analogs. It put everything together for me.
Nice.
And it said probably we're looking at more cold bouts, bless you, maybe some ice, maybe some snow every now and again, more than mild weather. So the trend is looking maybe a little colder than normal and maybe a little busier. With that said, we may have a winter.
Okay.
That's my official prediction.
Can you see my shirt? Happy
holidays.
I'm ready.
Angie's ready for it.
I'm going to let you take this one here, and then we're going to introduce our guest.
Hey, Judy Hoyer, good morning. Ben and Angie, have a great day from the Hoyer household in Bradford, beautiful Bradford, Indiana.
That's right. We are going to introduce our guest in 1 second, but it is Monday, which means It's time for Ready, Set, Prep.
Ready, Set, Prep is a way to provide a service for people that may have a hard time finding places to eat just because of their dietary restrictions. We accommodate any sort of dietary restrictions, so if you're low carb, or gluten-free, or vegetarian, or vegan. Any of our meal prep meals can be adjusted that way. So we're located at 1222 State Street in New Albany, right down the road from Baptist Wood Hospital. We are open Wednesday through Sunday, 9 to 4 o'clock.
We love Ready, Set, Prep, that's for sure. We also love our guest. Now, I want you to take a look at this, Ben, because you were not yet part of the EXTOL team. We published this in print and, of course, digital, March 2020. And then what happened?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
The world
changed.
shut down. But that was 5 years of celebrating Southern Indiana for the magazine. The EXTOL was created before that. Why did we have Wiley Brown on the cover? Why not? Why wouldn't you have Wiley Brown on the cover? But part of that is he's allegedly co-creator of the High Five. Wiley Brown is a name that resonates in Louisville basketball history, a forward on the 1980 University of Louisville NCAA championship team. Go Cards! He helped bring the program one of its most iconic titles under the late coach Denny Crum. He also contributed to the Cardinals' 1982 Final Four run, elevating his reputation as a tough, disciplined competitor and teammate. Wiley went on to play professional football with the Philadelphia Eagles before returning to basketball professionally, but perhaps one of the most enduring parts of his legacy is the origin of the High Five, credited to Wiley and his teammate Derek Smith during a U of L practice, a moment that has become a sports and cultural gesture recognized around the world. Today, Wiley Brown continues, he does so, shaping student athletes as the longtime head men's basketball coach at Indiana University Southeast, where he is known in our community, in our region, as a mentor, a motivator, a leader who carries forward the spirit of excellence that has defined his playing career. Couldn't be more true, and we are so happy to have Wiley here with us.
Thank you.
Wiley.
Yeah.
First off, can I get a high five from the first high fiver?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
For people who don't know, and you can deep dive into that story,
Yep.
can you give us a little bit of where this came from?
Yeah, I guess during our 1978 run, we had a top 5 recruiting class, and then we had some guys that played above the rim when we came in that year. And Derek Smith and I, once we wanted to get the excitement started, and right when we were starting to play, they was also doing the low five. So we said since we're playing above the rim, we want to take it up higher.
So
let's
low
go
five.
down
They
here.
were doing
Yes, low five, right, like that.
Yeah.
And then, I approached Derek, I think on a dunk that he had, because I had given him a pass and it was exciting. He's like, "Give me 5." He held his hand out like that, and I went up like this. I said, "No, let's go up high," since we played above the rim, and that's how it all started. That's how the High Five all started. Right there.
And I believe it. I've looked at the other stories, but I believe yours.
Yes,
There's video proof.
I saw argument and said we got our own video.
There is video. One of the things that we always do on here, Wiley, we pull up comments as they come in. Gina Kaufman Robinson, good morning and have a wonderful week. Ben, I'll let you take this one.
Kathy Kreider, good morning to Angie and Ben. Good morning to you. Thanks for watching.
Wiley, and that I know she would as well. And then Carol Payne
with the good morning, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
It is a good morning. It's a good morning when we get to have Wiley Brown, who's with us.
Now I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You were saying above the rim. Coming out of the mid 70s, there weren't a lot of dunking back then, was there?
No, it wasn't. When we played, guys was we said now below the rim, laying the ball up. But when we came out, coach recruited a lot of athletes that year, and we were fortunate enough to play. I was fortunate enough to play with some really good players. I mean, of course, they had Dale Griffin that was already here. That oh my God, I tell my guys now, my players that play for me now, he was the Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan.
Wow,
I mean, he could fly in the air, and we was all freshmen coming in. So We had created the Doctors of Dunk, and man, I want my NIL money for that.
Yeah, no kidding.
High five! I want my
No
NIL
kidding.
money, absolutely. So we was excited, and we was a team that we played together, stayed together. We still talk today, our teammates. But you're talking about playing above the rim. Coach Crum had some really good players back then that can get up and
Incredible.
play above the rim.
Talk though for a moment. So we're talking basketball, and for people who maybe don't know, I mean, you played football, NFL football. So the
Yes.
Eagles that's your team.
My team they beat last night,
I
but
got
anyway.
beat.
You win a basketball national championship and then just, I'm going to play football.
Oh yeah.
How does that happen?
No
Wiley?
kidding.
No, my years through college, I always thought about, man, I want to play 2 years of football, 2 years of basketball. But I got up here, when I say up here, playing for the University of Louisville, exciting basketball where we played really good and was fortunate enough to have a really good team. So I decided not to do that, play football. But my plans was to stay around my hometown, University of Georgia, where I was going to go and play two and two. But I came up to Louisville and fell in love with the place, and I'm glad I did because we won a national championship here, and we were one of the, our first championship team and one of the beloved teams that played at University of Louisville. So I was fortunate enough to have it play for Coach Crum, who was a Hall of Fame coach, and Dick Vermeer was the football coach at Philadelphia, and they was really good friends because they coached together at UCLA. Dick Vermeer was coaching football, and then Coach Crum was basketball at UCLA. So they became good friends. He made a call for me, and went up there and tried out, made the team, and played a little bit of football
That
before I
is
came back to
incredible.
basketball. It was exciting. I had a great career. I've been fortunate.
Football's probably a little tougher back then, too.
It was. When you
Protecting
Right.
quarterbacks.
especially when I had not playing for 4 years, and when you get up there and you got guys that's 350 pounds, I came in at 235, 240 pounds from playing basketball. That was quicker than I was at that weight. So it was tougher. When you went across that middle as a tight end like I did, them linebackers could hit you back then. Yeah.
That is tough.
Yep.
Kathy included. Good morning, Wiley. Hope you're all doing well today and love the Sulin Williams. Good morning, everyone. I watched Wiley Brown play with the U of L Cards. Would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah.
I moved here in 2002, and I mean, it's funny what I remember, the very few, like being introduced to what's sacred. And I mean, Wiley Brown, Coach Crum, that was number one. I had no idea what Louisville was. Louisville. I had no idea. But Wiley Brown, Daryl Griffith, I mean, all of these names. Wiley, what is that like for you to walk through public and have people? I mean, I love so much that people are weighing in saying, I watched Wiley. What's that like for you to just, go to the grocery store?
Oh, man, it's exciting. I mean, at my age, still signing autographs. I remember a story Coach Crum telling me when he was coaching here, everybody wanted his autograph, wanted his attention, and I asked him, did he ever get tired of it? He said, no, I'll get tired of it when it stopped. He said, that's when I would worry about it. So I've took that with me, until now, up until I take with forever. Because we help build, and when you win a championship, that helps build a community, and it was all together. Wasn't no West End, East End. They all came together once we won that national championship, and that's what this community means to us. So it's very important to us that we walk around and people want autographs and take pictures and that kind of stuff. We love it.
But he did amazing things that people are happy about. They're mad at me with the weather.
I mean,
We're always happy to see him.
they want to know, are you buying eggs? Are you buying bread?
Yeah, right.
Here, I'll let you take this one here, please, Ben.
We've got a good morning. Enjoying my coffee and watching you all. Perry Porter from the Borden Valley in Indiana.
I love when you know all those.
And John Fox, good morning. John's been trying to, it's deer season right now. He's been trying to hunt every day.
Ooh,
He's had no luck, sorry.
We got a little hunting story coming up, but want to ask about this. So, I mean, Wiley, people know you. They know your mentorship of young people. I know that, near and dear. But can you talk for a moment? A year ago, you and I saw each other, one of your camps. My kid was there, and I had no idea. You looked a little different than you do now, but I mean, you almost lost your life.
I did. I'm very fortunate and very blessed because what went on in my life back then, about a year ago, in August, where I found out that I had blood clots all through my body. What happened was I had 2 new knee operations, knee replacements. And on my second one, everything went well, but I just wasn't feeling like it was my first operation. So I was in and out of the hospital, and they found out. Thank God they found out that I had blood clot, and I was able to take medication and do it. But what's so strange about this situation? 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up and I couldn't breathe.
Oh my goodness!
And I was rushed to the hospital, and they told me after doing test after test after test, because I was before then I was in and out of the hospital. They couldn't find anything, but after the doctor said I'm gonna do one final test, and she found out that I had blood clots all through my body from my knee surgery, and so they caught it, and I've been on medication ever since then for blood clots. So I'm very fortunate because I know a lot of friends of mine that people that had surgery didn't make it through those situations. So I am truly blessed to be here today.
And you look, I mean, you look good, you look strong, you feeling good?
I feel great. I feel great. I enjoy running around with the kiddos out there in my basketball camps. I enjoy my coaching life at my age now. When I keep saying that, I'm 65 years old, turned 65 in October, and I still enjoy it. I mean, I got energy. I'm so glad I got my energy back because for a while I didn't have it, and I'm blessed to have it back now.
Nice to have new knees to get
Absolutely. Yes, it is. New knees.
That's right.
Absolutely.
But what does that do? I mean, when you literally are staring at that before you are ready for it,
Yeah.
but what has that done for you?
Well, it put a whole new perspective. I always was a happy-go-lucky guy, and I still am like that. But a lot of things change in your life when you go through those situations like that. I'm fortunate to be here. I am. So I take every day as a blessing that I be able to go in and do my job and see people and talk to people and inspire them. I take nothing for granted. When you stare death like that in the eyes like that, you'll see a whole new perspective out of life. So I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm healthy. I went through those situations, but when you go through things like that, sometimes where you come out a little stronger. So I'm very blessed and happy to be here today, sitting here talking to y'all.
Same here. Josh Turner, he asked, what leadership lessons have you learned through your experience, and through your experience that you try to bestow to your team?
Well, I always tell them my situations with some. I know a lot of those kids wasn't born when I played that kind of thing, but I tell them, I was I was raised by my grandmother. She always tell me, always stood in hard work. Hard work. She said, you might be less talented, you might not know a lot of things, like, the person next to you, but don't let them outwork you. And that's what I tell my kids today for playing for me. I said, it doesn't make no difference how much talent you have. If you don't have that same work ethic, that person that has the work ethic gonna bypass you if you just have talent. So I always tell them just to work hard, be a good person, and things will happen your way. Good.
I've noticed if you just work a little harder than the average, you'll be successful. But if you can do even more, I mean, of course, that success adds up. But I was curious too. You worked with some big time coaches throughout your career. You take little nuggets, little bits and pieces from each of those throughout the years.
Absolutely. Again, I've been so blessed. Like I said, my different coaches. Coach Crum, who I played for. I also worked for Coach Patino, and then I went to. With the Philadelphia Eagles, Dick Vermeil, he's a Hall of Fame coach too. So I took a little bit of advice from all those coaches. I took some things not to do, some things to do from different ones, and that's how I've been very successful with my coaching career. I've been a head coach now for 19 years and been doing well over there. Wow. I'm very fortunate to be around those guys like that.
It's amazing how many head coaches are out there that people don't know that came from those guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Ben, you want to take this one?
Good morning, Erica from Charlestown. Great to log in this morning. See Wiley with Ben and Angie. Always a Cards fan. Go Cards.
Go Cards. Love this from John Fox. Wiley, who helped you the most and how?
Well, I would say my grandmother who raised me.
Yeah.
Again, she gave me the work ethic to succeed in life. And when things don't go your way, because things not going to go your way all the time, that you stand up and get through them. Don't keep your head down. Don't lay down, and always fight through those situations. And I've been doing it ever since I've been for a long time now. Things don't go your way each and every day. It's a different situation every day. Something might not go your way that you're gonna have to get through, but you have that the work ethic to get through it. So she helped me most of my life. But then I had a high school coach who helped me. When unfortunately, when I wasn't able to afford tennis shoes to get to play basketball, it helped me get my tennis shoes. I still talk to my high school coach today. So I've been very blessed to have a good surrounding of people around me.
Never give up. You remember what kind of shoes those were?
Man, back in the day, those Converse. That's
Converse, yeah.
Yes. Those
Chuck Taylor.
Yep. Sliding all over the floor.
Yeah.
I put a pair of Converse on.
Like no
recently.
pattern.
I was
None.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Played basketball in those. Yes.
John Fox, who had that question, said, nice, love that. Now, okay, I'm going to get an opportunity to brag on you just for a second here. So, I mean, we featured you, and I mean, that was such a fun shoot. We were in a different location, which if you remember, Wiley, it was a much lower. I mean, we weren't quite sure if it was going to be high enough ceilings for us to have Wiley in there, but we did. And I mean, I love this quote. I've won a championship. I've been all over the world playing professional sports, but when I got my degree, that was my most important success story. Can you talk about that?
Oh yeah, I
Especially with NIL being such a
absolutely. No, that's something I brag about to my players all the time. I say this is something that you can't get taken away from you. Getting your degree, this is something that you worked extremely hard and you dedicated. You should be proud of. I'm proud of my degree. My grandmother who raised me, again, she said always once you get your education, that's something that's yours that you can fall back on to help you get through life. And I was able to get my degree from the University of Louisville. I'm proud of that. It's one I'm extremely proud of. Like I said, I've been this game of basketball and sports have took me a lot of different places, but that's the most proud I am to walk across that stage and get my degree. Got my degree.
Oh, I love that. I just love that. I'm going to pull up another comment. John Fox said, wore my
Celtic green pair of Chucks out.
Chucks out. Good for you, John. That's a fan.
That's right.
That is a fan. But also, to be able to brag on you for a second. So my daughter Olive is in that age range where, I mean, she's 9 and she's a 3rd grader. She's taken many of Wiley's camps. He's got one coming up this Friday that we'll talk about in just a second here. But I would go and I would just watch. So it's all over. Camp is all over. And what is he doing? He is sitting there, or not sitting, he's definitely not sitting. He's standing there still, I mean, correcting her shot, and then she's shooting, and she's shooting, and she's shooting. And finally, I walk on the floor, and I'm like, Olive, Coach might have other things to do today. Coach might want to actually go home and see his family, but my daughter is special because she's my daughter. Every parent, you want them to say that, but you treat all of those kids like they're your own and put in that extra effort.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Again, I keep alluding to this with my players. I tell them, like, the 2-hour practice plan, you don't get a lot of shots in that 2 hours. So you have to do things after or before those. That's why I like staying after basketball camp, working with your daughter, other campers that I work with on doing whatever they need to just to get those extra reps in. Because at their age right now, the more reps they can get in, the faster they catch on. So I love doing that part of it.
Oh, okay. Hang on, pulling up this comment. Make sure you read that name.
Bo Smith.
Bozak
Legend.
Smith.
Bozak Smith.
Smith.
A Louisville legend,
A
he said.
Louisville legend,
That's right.
he says. Thank you, Bozak. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Now, you also, though, go the extra mile. So my daughter Olive, she calls him Uncle Coach Wiley Brown. It's like, this is your full name here. And Olive didn't have the outcome that she had hoped for. She could have placed in the top 3 and maybe up there in the championship cross country race, got a stitch, but had a great life lesson. You can train and train and train, and we don't always win. But who did she invite? But it's not only that, who showed up.
Yeah, who showed up?
She will never forget that. And while this is a No Cry Monday, but I am telling you how touched Olive, her dad, and I were that you took the time to be there to watch her not only race, but then in her mind to falter. And then you picked her back up at the end because she didn't accomplish what she had trained for, what she knew she could have. I mean, I swear there was not a better time that you could have been there for her.
No, it was awesome. I mean, just to see her out there having fun, encouraging her. She's special. She was encouraging every person that was out there doing the event. I mean, even when she lost the event, she said she got to go see people that she wanted to encourage. It was so touching with her. I mean, she almost said, "I know no crime," but Uncle Wiley had to walk away myself.
I know.
It was yeah. I had to walk away because I had tears coming out of my eyes too because she wanted to win that race so bad, but it wasn't her day. I told her, I said, "This is something that you're gonna learn." A lifelong lesson. Sometimes it's not your day, and you can work and do all you can prepare for it. And just sometimes it's not. But that doesn't mean you didn't fail. You're gonna fail throughout your life. That means you're gonna be strong out your life because failure brings strength. And I told her that day, again, you got to move forward. I know it's hurting right now, but you'll get past this and you'll do better from it.
And she got that little bell for the sportsmanship award at 6:30 the next morning when Mom is still like. She's ringing that darn bell in her bathroom, wearing her sneaky cross-country shirt to school. I mean, but you showed up. You showed up, and you show up so many times for people in the community, and that is to be lauded. Your achievements, your success, but I mean, again, she's special because she's mine. I'm allowed to say that, but you treat others like they matter.
Absolutely. And I mean, you have to. Like I said, I always wanted to help people. I think that's what my life is all about right now. And because I don't want the publicity out of it. I don't want anything out of it. All I want to see is put a smile on someone else's face. You don't know what they could be going throughout their life. So I try to show up for a lot. I mean, I can't do everything, but I also want to show up with like kind words or whatever I can do to help someone else's life be better. And that's what I think that I've been put on this earth to do. So I do it.
Well, we are so grateful to have you. Ben, you want to take this one from Kathy?
Kathy said, "My dad and I always loved the cards, and I am good friends with your oldest son's Aunt Diana. We used to work together many years ago."
Aww. Yeah. I love when we see connections. Now, we've talked a lot about Louisville. We love our friends in Louisville. Where do you reside? Which side of the river now?
I'm in Louisville. I'm a Louisville. I've been in Louisville for since I stopped playing professionally and start coaching. But I drive across the bridge every day.
So talk about that though. I mean, long time at IU Southeast.
Yes, absolutely. 19 years as the head coach there. I enjoy it. I love my university. I think at this level, I really enjoyed it more. I also was at Louisville for 15 years coaching there. So
were you doing both at the same time?
No, I stopped in 2007 to take the head coaching job here. Yeah. So, but I drive across that bridge every day.
What's your favorite bridge?
I'm on the East End Bridge, so I come across there. So I go.
That's the easiest bridge.
That's the easiest one for me.
I got a question for you about coaching, since you're a big time coach. What do you think about the explosion of travel ball, not just basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball?
Good question.
Yeah, because my kids, my son and daughter, have done it since they were 7. We didn't even know we were getting into it. We just thought it was like a summertime thing, and then we're wrapped into it year round.
Yes, it is. I think it's a good and bad thing. I really do. I coached AAU basketball. I coached my son when he was coming up and playing AAU basketball. But I'm telling you, it's a long drawn out season to go from, you playing your school ball and then you playing your AAU ball. Sometime you're going to have to get rest. I'm a coach that believe in rest. That's what I took from Coach Crum. I believe in rest sometimes because a lot of times these young kids, they'll wear themselves out during that summer. But if you don't, as long as you don't push them in the summertime, and know that they need rest. Because if you don't, you're gonna start getting injuries and that kind of thing. So I would say don't drive them. If they want to continue to do it, no problem. Support them to do it. But in time that they say that I'm tired and whatnot, you got to push back.
They love it, and maybe add a different sport in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wiley, what about NIL? I mean, how do you feel about
How I feel about it, I'm mad. I wish I could get mine up.
we have retroactive NIL?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm mad. Just think about when we was the doctors are done. High five. I mean, we had all those opportunities.
Just think.
Exactly.
It'd be about $1 million to a year, probably.
Won a national championship. I think at the University of Louisville. So again, the players I play with, we talk about it all the time. We wish we'd have been a part of that back then. But I have no problem with it right now. I wish a couple of things that can happen that, I don't like the part where just one of the athletes getting, more money than the other. I wish there's some kind of way you can divvy that up to it. I know some people have special talent and that kind of stuff, and they want to give out more money to those. But I wish there was some kind of way you can equal that out on that money part.
I think some of these kids in high school that have talent are already starting to get agents and
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Exactly.
But going back to the travel for a second, so we have played travel ball, and again, she's 9.
Yes.
She's 9.
Exactly.
She goes to middle school, which at New Albany Floyd County School System, that's middle school and 5th grade. And so next year, she is going to play for her school, and we will see how that goes. Instead of trying to, let's do school and also let's do travel and also, she wants to do all the things. She wants to play basketball. She's starting to like a little bit of volleyball, wants to play soccer. She wants to try out for the play. There are some people, though, who I've talked to, parents who are like, well, if you don't stay in travel, what are you going to do when like you're going this way?
Right.
What's your...
My advice to her, I mean, she has a whole world ahead of her. I mean, she has so much stuff she said she wants to do at this age. She's at a young age now. Let her explore all those things. But there is going to come a time where you're going to have to do one or two of the things that she wants to do that she loves doing. And again, when I say love, not like, because that's a difference between love and like. If she loves doing basketball or whatever sport that she loves, then you got to put your time in getting better at that specific sport that she wants to do.
But she doesn't have to specialize at 9 right now, is that what?
Absolutely not. Let her have fun.
Thank you.
And you never know what sport comes up that she might excel in even more. Because my son Brady was all in with baseball, found tennis, got better at tennis than baseball, found golf, and now is obsessed with golf. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Let them go. They can have a big mind to explore right now. Let them have fun.
Just let them go.
Absolutely.
She does love soccer, and I have to tell you, I realize, so I'm Gen X, raising an alpha generation. I kicked her outside for the first time in her entire life. It's like, get a soccer ball, go outside now. I did. She put one of those little belts on that, you can kick it because we live up a hill, like it's attached to it.
Oh, yeah.
I got her out of there for an hour.
Yes.
And she loved it.
That's
That's
important. Absolutely.
It was
that's
peace and
important.
quiet.
Yes.
Well, back in the day, you would play with your neighborhood kids.
Absolutely.
You get on a baseball field somewhere or at school.
She does. We do have some neighborhood kids. It was early morning Saturday, 6:30 in the morning. She got up like a firecracker, and I like a slow morning. So finally, I was like, just go. get that soccer ball and go. Now it would be get that basketball, but again, Wiley, we live up a hill.
Yes.
That becomes a whole different game. If you have questions for Wiley, weigh in the comments. We're going to pull those up. But Wiley, one of the things that you have coming up, and do you still have room for this, your mini camp on Black Friday?
Absolutely. I still have room spots open. We're doing this. This is my third year of doing it, the basketball camp. So we're gonna do it at IU Southeast this year,
So fun.
and we do have spots available. Second through fourth graders, they'll have that first slot from 9:30 to 12:30. Then we go 5 through 8 graders, 5th through 8th graders in that second spot, 1 to 4 p.m. So you get a chance to work on your skills of basketball. We play some 5-on-5 games. I try to keep it fun. I didn't have the opportunity to go to camps like this, and I always enjoyed it when I did. My junior year, I had the chance to go to a elite camp in Georgia, and I enjoyed it. So I like to see the smiles on those kids' face when they come in the morning. And not only that, just between like my camps in the summer, there one we going. But when you see from on Monday to Friday how they're improved, that's a joy right there. I know we'll be a couple of hours, but those couple of hours we'll do some things that they can do at home away from anybody that do them on the same. I tell them that you don't have to have a coach around you all the time. So you see some stuff that you really like doing, you can practice on it at home or wherever you're at, in the park. So those are things that we'll teach them that they can do on their own.
How they sign up for it?
It's right there at wileybrownbasketball.com. You'll see the Black Friday mini camp. Just sign up for it there. I mean, I'm telling you, I've watched the progression, and it's amazing. Just little fixes and things. It's fun. I mean, Olive cannot wait. And I'll just throw this out there. Sure, you can go and watch, or parents, you can have a little peace and quiet on Black Friday thanks to Wiley Brown and his team.
Absolutely.
Right?
Exactly.
Thank you. Wiley, what about in terms of who will be there coaching with you?
My son who played for me, Caleb, he really the one that really runs the camp.
He's
I
so
make
good.
sure that he's very good at it. So he'll be running the camp along with a couple of my players there. And again, they really take care of the kiddos in there to make sure that they have a fun day and be in a good, safe environment. So I think that's important also.
And being on campus and being able to play in that gym, I mean, it's just the athletic facilities there. It's exciting.
Yes, it is. And it's so this out here. I don't know how about this generation, but I also had people that came to my camp, players that came to my camp, end up playing for me. So
awesome.
It's a good recruiting tool for me.
It's a great recruiting tool for you.
Yes.
Great one. And again, just sign up at wileybrownbasketball.com. And that is Black Friday, which is this Friday.
Yes,
Will you stick around with us?
absolutely.
One last question for Coach here. So I'm getting into the middle-age years. I could probably lose a few. What do you do? A couple keys to stay fit
Well,
this day and age.
I'm telling you, when I went through this issue with the blood clots and this kind of stuff, I reevaluate my life. And I'm telling you, my wife right now, no processed food for me. I can't do any processed food.
Eating clean?
I'm eating clean. I do that daily right now, and I also do get my daily workout. I like to be active, and it's not just coaching part. I get on that treadmill, I get on that elliptical, and do my little weightlifting and that kind of thing. So it's a daily commitment that you got to do, but it goes hands in hand. You're eating and your workout regimen. It's got to be that. So
Helps the mental too, I'm sure.
it does help the mental part of it. So
What about stress? I mean, we hear more and more about stress. How do you manage stress?
that's a great question, but you got to also understand that things that you can't control, you got to stop trying to control. You got to let it go. Those are the first things that you have to do. And again, when you get to your workout routine and you get to where you in good physical condition, those stress kind of things, man, some kind of way you relieve those and let them go. Don't hold on to them. So I definitely say get you a good workout routine and stick to it.
Okay. Well, we love having Wiley Brown with us, and he's going to stay with us. So we're going to ask you to weigh in, and if you want to weigh in, we'd love to hear your comments too. So just a quick spill the beans. What are you wearing when you fly? Now, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said, quote, sometimes you just have to ask people, hey, let's maybe go back to an era where we didn't wear our pajamas to the airport. We actually might dress up a little bit.
I'm not dressing up, but I made the mistake of like wearing slides through the TSA, and I didn't think about taking them off and being barefoot, like going to like on vacation.
Ooh.
So I try to remember to wear shoes.
On an airplane.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Wiley, what about you?
I'm wearing my sweater. I'm being comfortable because
Yeah.
you know if I can't get an exit seat in the on the plane in the aisle,
can't.
I'm telling you I'm in there tight. So I want to have some loose fitting clothes on, some sweats in, so I can feel at least a little comfortable. Because when I get on there, you know I gotta duck down, and then I gotta go in them seats that you don't know that next person might want to lean back a little bit.
Yes.
So I want to be comfortable when I go in there.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm not dressing up.
No.
Comfortable. I like comfy. I maybe throw on like some little jacket so there's a little bit of a look, but more than anything, I just want to get to my destination
Absolutely.
safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't judge me, right? I usually take an early morning flight. If you're judging what I'm wearing, you're looking at me too closely.
Absolutely.
Worry
Wait,
about yourself.
worry about yourself.
Exactly.
We love that. Now, Wiley, we always bring up event of the week, but we had so many to choose from. We've got several here. So here is, it should be events of the week presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic. First and foremost, do you know where this is, Ben? Do you know
No.
this one?
I don't.
Oh my goodness. Christmas City is kicking off in Charlestown
Okay.
on November
They always do have a
28th.
good setup there.
They do. They really do.
Yeah.
They're going to flip that switch at Light Up Charlestown on Friday, November 28th, which is this Friday, held in Greenway Park. The event begins at 5 o'clock with music, and I love this, by the Charlestown Elementary Choir. There are a lot of volunteers who have really helped, but Harrison Adams, a dedicated volunteer in the city, will be the honorary light switcher to throw on the power at 6 o'clock. And this is one of those that you just want to make sure it's on your to-do list for things this Christmas season. Get into that holiday spirit. Just love that. They do a tremendous job. But then some other events that you just may want to pop over. Christmas in Toyland, Christmas Parade in Scottsburg. That is Saturday at 6 o'clock. Light Up New Albany is also on Saturday, and our friend Jesse Rasmussen is going to be emceeing that. That's always a great event. And then the town of Clarksville has their first ever Light Up Clarksville, and that is on Friday. And it begins with a cookie stroll. You know that area with Bolt and Tie. They've done such a tremendous job. And that cookie stroll is from 5 to 7. Santa is going to be there. Mrs. Claus will be there. Clarksville High School, Clarksville Little Theater, Providence High School. So much fun that's happening. And then also the 812 Holiday Hop is on Friday. You can find all of the information. That's downtown New Albany. Rec Bar is organizing that. And just go to spiritsfull.com for more information. What's one thing that you always do during the holiday season? Starting with you, Wiley.
Well, I was just thinking here about Olive told me yesterday she went to see like a 5-hour movie. So I wanted, where's that movie?
So, okay, here's
Yeah, so everybody talking about it. So I want to get involved with that too.
so here's next time she'll invite you. But here's the fun thing. So I am not quite ready to sit through 5-hour movies. She and her dad love to go to the Jeffersonville Escape Theaters, with the very nice reclining chairs. They bring their blankets. So they went and saw Wicked and then Wicked for Good back to back, double header.
Wow.
And Dad may have taken a nap at some point.
she was excited about it.
But she just loved it. Loved it.
She did. I could, the way she was sounding on the phone, like when I talked to her yesterday, she had fun.
By the way, Olive, my daughter, called just to remind Uncle Coach Wiley Brown. And then I told you, wear whatever you want. I've even worn workout gear in here. Ben and I are usually casual. So then what does Olive, my daughter, tell
She
you?
told me to dress to impress. You're good at that. You used to, like, I know you can. So I said, I'll do that.
I love to just hear her have conversations. I wish that I would have been witnessing that one. She'll be proud of you. She did tell me, because she's not allowed to, get on the internet and things without like me overseeing stuff. And she did tell me though that when she gets home and she said, when I'm relaxing, I'm gonna watch you all on YouTube.
Thanks, Olive.
Thank you.
Olive will catch the replay, right?
I love you, girl.
What's one thing you don't miss in this holiday season, Ben?
Well, our tradition was to go to Huber's and cut down our own Christmas tree right after Thanksgiving. But it was a fight every time, and you're just ready for the fight. Like, I want this tree. I want this tree. Come help me cut down the tree. Come grab the tree. It's too cold. But so we actually gave that up last year and bought a fake tree. And the kids are, going into college now. So
Still go to Huber's and enjoy.
of course. Make that your tradition if you got youngins. But we've kind of grown out of that one.
I went to Huber's with my now husband, Jason Applegate. We thought it was going to be this wonderful thing to cut down our own tree. No, we did it once. We did it once.
Yeah.
Love going to Huber's, but not cutting down the tree. We don't, or bring a chainsaw next time.
And my kids are competitive. Obviously played sports their whole life, so that goes into like, that's the best tree. And then they become competitive and they start fighting.
Very competitive.
And I'm kind of competitive too. So.
Well, my must-have holiday, I throw my old school ice skates from back when I lived in Michigan. My feet have not grown since I was in 5th grade, and I throw them in the back of my car, have ice, we'll hop on it.
Nice.
We don't have any over here in southern Indiana. Now we do northern. We may be going northern. I forget what the name of it is, but there's like this trail. It's closer to Chicago than it is anything. But definitely going over, I think it's Paristown in Louisville, that has a nice big true ice skating rink. So we'll jump over there for sure.
I tried to fight unsuccessfully to get a rink over here because Southern Indiana deserves.
We do, but we used to in Jeffersonville and in the NOCO district. Wiley, you ever ice skate?
No,
Okay.
no. Can you imagine, man, trying to get West Side 16?
I cannot. No, you'd have to go specially shifted.
Absolutely. That is a long fall.
I mean, one of the things that we also do every EXTOL Unfiltered Caffeinated by NWSB is share little special moments about our past week or past weekend. I'm going to play a quick little video and then Ben can explain this one.
Okay. So that was even louder in person, but that was a pack of coyotes, probably a couple miles back in the woods. And that was Sunset
That's
Saturday.
loud.
So
That's
one
gorgeous.
weekend a year, my brother comes down and we do a hunt during deer season. So he actually got a buck. I didn't get anything, but that was at the end of the hunt. He's about to head back home, and
you heard 'em
the
all.
coyotes cheered us on.
Wiley, where you live in Louisville, do you have any experience with coyotes over there?
No, I don't. And man, that was frightening right there.
I told Ben when he shared that video, when I was 9 months pregnant, Jason was gone for, I think it was like a 2-night trip. Some things happen to you when, hormones and things. And we had coyotes in our neighborhood. And I mean, we've got all kinds of wildlife and stuff, but the coyotes were getting very brazen. They did not care. They were getting way too close. And in fact, DNR came out and was like, I mean, you've got clout. I would never shoot in my neighborhood. I would never do that. But let me tell you, I took my shotgun out. And I would never, I didn't have it on the trigger. I mean, imagine me 9 months pregnant with a shotgun and I was ready. If it's going to be me and this baby. I was like, come on. Olive will do this little like stance, like her little That was me and the coyotes. Like they are my nemesis. But the DNR said, hopefully, just make sure your little pets and all of that kind of stuff, and hopefully they will go back to doing what they're supposed to, which is staying away from humans. But I swear they would come in our backyard where our pool is and stand just on the side of it and just stare at you.
Wow.
They were in my neighbor's driveway, and we live up a hill, and there's two of us, and just stare at you. But finally, they dissipated. But I will never.
They are like the most successful survivors.
And that's what he said. If you kill them, it's like they multiply like gremlins.
They take a roll call at a certain time of year, and if they don't hear their family members, the mother will have a bigger breed.
Is this true?
Wow.
Look it up. Yeah. So that's why they like it really doesn't help.
See, and they were laughing at me. They were like, "Come on, pregnant lady with the shotgun! Like, really? We're just gonna multiply like gremlins."
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, but I will tell you what, that mama bear was coming out. I do not like coyotes. I want to share just quickly, because I did get to share this on socials. I'd started this time 2 years ago, my progression into finding out that I had early stage but aggressive breast cancer, and then getting, basically the book thrown at me to defeat that. And so that first year, if you're lucky, and that's the thing, I'm grateful because not everybody is lucky, no evidence of disease, which when you hear that, for some people, bell ringing and all that was never me. I always had a little bit of guilt because I met people who didn't make it out. I met people who were still struggling. And also it starts this timer in your head. Yeah, of course, you just nuked my life. Of course I have no evidence of disease, but I was high risk, and they just wanted me to, surveillance for an entire year. Well, I just recently had an MRI, and now I can say I am cancer-free, and that feels absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Thank you to the Klee Hammers for this.
Yes.
But and my mom will appreciate this. One of the things that I did before I shared it publicly, because I have shared it publicly, because I lost family, I lost friends, I lost business opportunities, and realized also that I could have lost my life if I would have booted that very simple mammogram that led to the diagnosis. So I have been candid in some ways. But one of the things that I did was send messages to people just saying, thank you. Thank you for that support. Terry Miners, one of those people, are all of us know him and love him. Terry actually started his show on, I think it was Friday. Everything's kind of a blur now, and toasted. It was called a community toast, and I didn't listen to it. I couldn't listen to it alone. I needed to just wait. I'd been working anyway, and so on Saturday morning, Jason, Olive, and I listened to this toast. But I'm thrilled to be able to start what feels like my own personal new year. For those of you who are dealing with cancer, whether it's family, friends, or you yourself, hang in there. There is light at the end of that. I could say lots of words, but at the end of that tunnel. And Wiley, like you said, facing something where I don't know if I'm going to be there for my daughter. I don't know if I'm going to be there for fill in the blank. When you face that, if it doesn't change you, I feel sorry for you. Yeah. And I have always felt like I've lived the hell out of life, but now so even more so. And so I just thank you for the support that this community has given. Thank all of you. I got to text the EXTOL team and say, cancer free. And then this is the way I do things. Let's get moving. Come on, we got stuff to do.
Had a heaviness going into that last week.
Oh, for sure.
Lightness.
For sure. And I didn't realize how heavy it had been. I didn't realize, I felt like I finally could just breathe. And so now I'm making up for, we got through the holidays. Now we're going to enjoy the holidays, and that I'm excited. But I got to tell you, one of the things that I know, age, chemo, medicine, things like that, they do funny things to your brain. And so I'm very keen on, reading, doing all these kinds of things that help your brain. I have always wanted to learn how to DJ. So in the back of my car right now is almost the complete set. I'm going to be taking lessons.
Really?
I am. I'm going to be taking lessons. I'm going to learn how to DJ.
That is becoming really popular.
I mean, I'm not old enough to be, DJ Granny, but I'm gonna come up with something.
Like 1 million events a year. You just throw in some of the DJ skills.
I mean, and part of it is because I know learning new skills. You can learn languages, do all that, but why not do something that I've always wanted to do? And so, thank you to my husband. This is my I beat you cancer gift. He ordered all kinds of different things, and then I'll start my lessons with Jen McNelly, who is a professional DJ, coming soon.
EXTOL DJ.
So can I ask you a question?
Oh,
so,
always.
So how much do you attribute that to your positive thinking on beating this terrible disease? So
Huge. I mean, even my own doctor said that, there are true outcomes. Your positivity versus somebody who walks into it, with negativity, there are full-on different outcomes. Yep. I truly believe in the power of prayer and positivity. Perfect strangers who felt compelled to reach out to me. It would land at the moments that I was at the lowest of the low. Like, yeah. I will never forget when I was home alone with Olive. She was 8 at the time. And I will never forget when I had to ask her to help me into bed. And I said to her, if mommy falls asleep, I need you to call the number. What's the number? And of course it was 911, because I truly thought I was not I could just feel like my life felt like it was dissipating, and I had a lot of side effects, but the majority of how I faced things was, you know what, this is tough, but I'm gonna keep on doing it. Yep. Work gave me value. I had some experiences that were very difficult where a couple of people that I really trusted took things away from me because I was a cancer patient and devalued me. Mm-hmm. And so I'm thankful that I was raised by a strong mom, because you want to push me up against a wall, I'm coming back swinging. But that's a long way of saying, my faith, my positivity, and my absolute belief that I am going to beat this, I think played a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot. You know this.
Absolutely.
How much would you say, your attitude?
Absolutely. My that's what kept me going. When said when doctors even told me that, you wasn't going to live to see it, because they didn't understand how in the world I was able to make it to the doctor. With those blood clots all in my lungs and stuff. So I was always positive. That's why I want to ask you the same question, because I was always positive. Like they say, you're not going to do this. I was like, I'm going to show you I'm going to do it. So I continue to be positive every day. My wife asked me today, because she's going through some issues, and she asked me, how did you stay so positive? I said, well, I was raised by a strong grandmother that I had in my life to, when things knock you down, you got to fight to get back up.
Absolutely. My mom is a retired nurse, and one of the things I'm very good at is diminishing, what's happening to me. And she has always said, no, that's yours. You're allowed. Right. Because I would be like, think of the people who have it worse, or all of those kinds of things. You're allowed to feel. I think more than anything, I felt angry at cancer, because I don't have any genetic predisposition of any kind. I had been sober for, almost 5 years. I was in fantastic shape. Why do I have this? But then also guilt. How is this going to affect my child? Have I damaged my child? Well, you can check out my social media pages. I made a little video because I got to share with my mom-in-law, my husband, and Olive. They had a Thanksgiving meal for friends and family where my mother-in-law lives, and I got to share it with them. And in the video, you will see Olive, and she is holding me, and I'm trying to get her to look at me, and she's crying. And she said to me later, she's so insightful in so many ways, and then I have to kick her outside and tell her, go outside for an hour, right? So she's 9, but she said to me that in her own little words, and I usually write things down, but afterwards, she said, Do you think maybe some, because she's developed some physical tics and things over the last couple of years, do you think maybe some of this is because of your cancer? Yeah, Olive. Yeah. And so, I mean, this win is, this is her win too. Yeah. And knowing I did not destroy my daughter, instead she's resilient and amazing, and we did this together. It's her win too. And speaking of my mom, hi Mom from Michigan. That's my girl. I'm so happy for this wonderful news and joy moving forward. Absolutely, absolutely. And Randy Bullitt, hi to Randy. It says great show. We've got to wrap up Randy. For Ben at 10 coming up here in just a moment. But we want to remind people again, Wiley Brown, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
I'm telling you that mini camp on Black Friday, it's just an introduction to what his full week camps offer, but your kiddos will get so much out of it. And again, thank you for the little reprieve that families will get as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, no cry Monday. No cry Monday.
Violated.
Happy tears though. Those
Absolutely.
Happy tears.
Absolutely.
Happy
Yes.
tears.
Wonderful news this Monday.
Happy Thanksgiving week to all of you. Thanks for joining us on Extol Unfiltered. Stay tuned because Ben at 10. Okay, maybe Ben at 10:05, but stay tuned for that. Thanks so much, and thank